everyone, here's a quick tutorial on how to use Socrative in your classroom using the quick question feature. First, you simply go to Google, type in Socrative. It will bring up Socrative as the first option, and it will take you to this window. Here's where you can either sign in as a student or a teacher. Because we are teachers, you're going to sign in as a teacher. And it will give you this either sign in window, which if you already have an account, you could sign in here. Or if you still need to make one, you could sign in with your Google information. It will either probably recognize you and have give you your email, but if not, you just go through the sign in process, and this is where it begins. After you have done that, you will then have an account. We're going to go use my account, and I've already signed in, and my account, it takes me to this launch pad, which when I first sign in. And this launch pad allows me to push out a quiz to my students, but I have to create that quiz beforehand. And I would do that by going to quizzes, and I would add a quiz, and I would start to create a new quiz. I actually don't do this very often. So I'm not going to talk about this, but I wanted you to know that it's there. If we go back to our launch pad, there's also the space race that I could push out to a student, but I'd have to create that ahead of time. For me, I find a lot of value in being able to quickly ask questions of my students without having to do something prior, no work before, like the night before. So I like students or the short answer option. And all I have to do is click on this. It gives me a window with only 3 options. What is the question? So this question will be, what is the subplot of chapter 7? And I could allow unlimited responses, though I have never done that. But I do often require student names because I want to know which student answered what. So I start now, and I get this new launch screen, which tells me I'm asking a quick question. Here it is. And there are no answers yet. Well, there are no answers because over here I can see there are no people in my room. So using another tab, I'm going to go sign in as a student. So I go to Socrative, same thing. I enter as a student, and it's going to ask for my room number. Well, I know my room number is Holly 1234. And I know that because if I go back over to the teacher version, here's my room number. It lives right here. So my student joins. I asked for their name, so they're going to put in Holly or however you would like them to respond. And now here's the question. The student has all of this area to answer. This is where Toby learns that he may actually die. I submit the answer. Now, back at the teacher version, I can see that the student has answered, this is where Toby learns he may actually die. I can also see their name by showing the name. Oh, Holly answered that, and then again hide it if I want. If they write something inappropriate, I could quickly remove it by clicking on this area. But I'm going to go over to another tab and enter as a student again so that I can have more than one response because I want to show you my favorite option, which is start a vote. So I'm going to enter the room, and this is what the students will do. They just go to Socrative, enter your room number. It's that easy. You don't have to do anything. They put their name. So this is where Toby learns he will live, and submit my answer. This is what the student sees while they wait, but most often they will be looking at the screen you have projected in the front of the classroom, which is showing the answers come through. Because all the students are answering at the same time, this will populate really quickly and have a lot of answers. Now, here comes my favorite part. I have the option of starting a vote. Once I do that, it's going to push these answers out onto the student's screen. On the student screen, they have the A and B option as well. They can pick the one they think is correct by clicking on the letter, and then they submit their answer. Now, back at the teacher screen, you can see that 100% of the people who have voted, which in this case is only one, voted on this one. When I'm done, I press finish, and I can either return to the Launchpad or get a report. And at that point, you can find out what all students answered and have that report for grading purposes if you wish. So I'm going to go back to the Launchpad. It's going to make me sign in again for some reason, not sure. But I wanted to show you one other option. You'll notice that my room has Holly 1, 2, 3, 4, and that also the results are still going. It thinks I'm still asking that quiz from before for some reason. So I'm going to go back and finish again, go to launch, and now it's off. But about my room, I have a customized room name, and I got that by going over to rooms. Here you can see I have some other room numbers, and yours may come up as maybe something with your name, I'm not sure, but I can edit that. So here I have Clark 16. I'm going to actually change this to Clark 2222, and I'm going to save. And it's successful. No one else has that room number, so they gave me Clark 222. If it's not and someone else has it, they'll let you know that it's already taken. I could use different rooms for different periods. I don't do that, but it doesn't mean it's not a good practice. And I can also get rid of my room if I want to by deleting it using the delete and trash button over here, which I'm going to do. And now I only have Holly 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I just get back to the Launchpad by pressing launch and going to my short answer. That's the only thing I ever do except for an occasional space race because I love them and so do my students. And that is how you use Socrative to gather rich information about student learning and growth.